Back in Wisconsin, it was a dark and blizzardy day. Beautiful, but deadly. Okay, I'm being a little dramatic. That was just the door slamming on me in the wind. But then suddenly, honey, we lost power.
With you and I, the future is bright.
Hey friends, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be decorating my kitchen, including my coffee bar for winter. But before we do that, I wanted to just do a quick clarification of my channel name change. You may have noticed that I did post about that the other day, I think it was Sunday. And so I just wanted to kind of touch on that really quickly as to why. So first of all, because this is a home decor channel and homemaking, I kind of wanted to have home in the name. And then secondly, and I don't know which one of these is more important, but probably this one, and that is that my name, A Life More Abundant, as some of you might know, is based on my favorite Bible verse, which is John 10:10. However, I'm guessing that most people don't read my bio to find that out. And so because I'm in the home decor niche, I'm kind of concerned that having a channel name like A Life More Abundant is going to give people the idea that I think that if you maybe have all these things, all the things, or you decorate a certain way, or your house looks a certain way, or whatever, that you're going to feel fulfilled, or that your life is going to feel more abundant. Missy, do you want to get in on here? Okay, here she is. So maybe if you have a lot of cats, your life will be abundant, right, Missy? No, we know that true abundant life and joy really only comes from knowing Christ. So that is the reason for my name change. I hope you like the name change. I hope you guys will remember it. So with that said, without further ado, let's get right to the decorating. I thought I would just start out by showing you what my kitchen looks like before we start decorating. My coffee bar goes over there on the right. And then I have my open shelves on this side that are really just where I originally had glass front cabinet doors, but I took the doors off to give a more open feel. And then on this side next to my stove, I keep my mixer because I do all my baking and food prep here. And then I also have this area above my pantry and refrigerator that I like to decorate. You may remember I had my gingerbread village above here for Christmas. So that's an overview of my kitchen, cleaned and ready for decorating. So I thought I would do something a little unconventional for my winter coffee bar. So I decided to use this sled. You may recognize it. It's the same sled I used on my coffee table. I almost said coffee bar, but my coffee table for Christmas. I had some bells and a lantern on it. I think it will be perfect for holding my syrups. And then I also have a snowman that I'm going to add in a minute. I don't know about you, but I have really been taking advantage of some of these after Christmas sales. And I was unaware that a pharmacy near me carries home decor. And really cute things too. Anyway, they were having an after Christmas sale, so I found that little tree from this pharmacy of all places. I just decided to leave the silver ornaments on it. They aren't red, so I figured it didn't scream Christmas. And then you may recognize this snowman. I've had him a couple years. And then I found these snowflakes on sticks. It sounds really funny to say snowflakes on sticks, and it sounds absolutely crazy unless you're in home decor, but they are from Amazon. They came in a set of 3, and I will link them if you're interested. I put this snowflake on a riser wood slice, which really didn't give it much height. I really should have used a thicker one, but then at the same time, I didn't want it the same height as the syrup bottle next to it. I just didn't want it to completely disappear behind the little tree, so I guess it accomplished that much anyway. And then I decided to shift everything down because the corner was looking really stuffed. So if you haven't noticed already, I am assembling my coffee bar just a little different than I usually do. I'm kind of setting up everything with all the empty canisters and just kind of figuring out where everything goes. And then later I'm going to come back and fill everything with the candy and the goodies. And then I have to show you this adorable snowman mug because this mug was kind of the inspiration for the color choices of this coffee bar. And then I also have this garland, and I was going back and forth about whether or not I should hang it above the coffee bar. Of course, it's supposed to look like snowballs. I hope you can kind of see it with my big arm in the way. For now, I decided to leave it off, but I may change my mind later. What do you guys think? And then I'm going to use the old salt trick. Well, it's not much of a trick, but it looks like it could be the beginning of a trick, doesn't it? But I thought I would use my clear apothecary jar because it looks like snow, which is perfect for a winter coffee bar. And if you've been following me, you've seen these suckers many times. In my last video, I used some pink ones for my Valentine's tier tray. And I'm just going to show you this clip once again of all the color coordinated candies that they have at Walmart. This is in their party aisle. You'll see that I did pick up one more kind of candy in this aisle for this coffee bar. I just feel like most people don't know Walmart carries these, and so it's nice to keep it in mind for parties and events, and of course, in my case, for decorating tier trays and a coffee bar. And now I have a beautiful bouquet of suckers, or lollipops, depending on what you call them. In fact, I asked that in my last video, and I have come to the conclusion that it depends on what region of the country you're from or what part of the world you're from. So just when I think I have found my favorite Lindor chocolate flavor, I discover a new flavor. I don't know if this one is truly new, but it's new to me. It's called sea salt, and the aftertaste is just glorious, so I highly recommend it. I don't know if I worded that right. Usually when people say aftertaste, you think bad, but no, this is good. And of course, you can't have a hot chocolate bar without marshmallows. These were just the marshmallows I had left. I didn't want to open the new bag, so it doesn't go to the top, but it's good enough. And then this is the other candy that I bought from that same aisle in Walmart that I showed you, the party aisle. And just for reference, in case you're wondering, they say they're made in Brazil, which for what it's worth is known for having good chocolate. I will say these don't taste like M&Ms, but in my opinion, they're just as good. They're just different. So if you're a chocolate connoisseur like me, I'd say give them a try. And then these are just regular white chocolate chips. But if I had my choice, I would have the cream cheese chips that I recently discovered. If you like cream cheese frosting, you are going to love, well, in my opinion, you're going to love the cream cheese chips. I found them at Walmart, but I already ate the bag, so don't worry, I didn't do it in one sitting. I was mostly talking to my husband with that last comment. He's always worried about my sugar consumption, but I know you guys are not going to judge me. I know I can't fit a whole lot of pods in this, but I have more in the drawer, so I can easily refill it. Now, about this canister, I was originally going to put some donuts in this, and normally before I start filming a video, I make sure I have everything. However, I forgot to get the donuts. And this is currently what's going on outside. Behind there is a road, if you can make it out, which I don't think you can. Over here to the left is the entrance of one of our trails. My son is 11, so he is thrilled. He has been waiting for this, but the roads are not great. My husband came home early from work because of the roads, so I'm definitely not going to venture out in this mess, but I am going to go back inside because I am standing in 6 inches of snow in my bare feet. I decided to use these plates that I have because the color kind of goes, and when I figure out some kind of treat to put in that big canister, if nothing else, I'll make cookies later, but then there'll be a purpose for the plates. I had this extra snowflake I didn't really know what to do with, but I decided to set it up on my chalkboard. I sometimes use the chalkboard for reminder notes for myself, or sometimes I'll put Bible verses up there that I'm trying to learn. I bought these adorable mini mugs way back, and I always forget to put them out. But I thought of it this time, so why not? And I almost forgot, I found these sprinkles from Amazon. Now we're probably not going to use these in our hot chocolate or coffee, at least my husband and I won't. But the kids will enjoy putting them on cookies or whatever, and I think they look really pretty out here on the coffee bar. Then I have this little tree that I put in a crock with some pine cones, and I'm just going to use my cutting board as the backdrop for it. This canister just feels like it's in the way, so at this point I'm just going to move it to the side. And then I found this light up tree from Big Lots during their after Christmas sale. I think it's made of wax, but here I was tapping it thinking that the batteries were shorting out, making it blink, but then I realized, duh, it's supposed to flicker. And I like the flicker. I think it makes it look really cozy. This lamp was a recent find from Walmart. It was under $10. I think it's going to look really cozy right here, especially because it's right next to the hallway to give a little bit of light at night. I sent my son to go find me a light bulb for it. And then I have this cookbook holder from Goodwill, and I decided to use Joanna Gaines's older cookbook, the white one, instead of the newest one, just because of winter. I think of snow, I think of white. I thought this scale was a little off, so to give the lamp a little height, I just pushed this riser under it. And then for my soap, I'm just going to add this riser. You may recognize this soap. I used this for my Christmas decor. I stole it from my bathroom, but what's currently in my bathroom now is this tree that I found from Big Lots after Christmas sale. This beautiful mercury glass tree. So last weekend, I was so excited to discover a new home decor store about an hour and 20 minutes from my house that my husband has known about and has wanted to take me to, which is where I found this cute resin tree. Then the next day, I was on Facebook and I saw them make a post that said that this year they're going to be closing. So I was very disappointed, but what do you do? So my son found me a light bulb. He's really excited to be in this video, even if it's just for a few seconds, but he likes to be my little helper. And next we're going to move on to my open shelves. I think it was last summer when I took the cabinet fronts off of these cabinets, and I've really been enjoying decorating them. The only thing is I sometimes wonder if the shelves should be wood instead of glass, but of course because it originally had the glass cabinet doors and there was lights overhead as well, then the idea was that the lights shone through the glass. So the glass shelves were not an afterthought, they were there before, and I don't know if I should keep them or make them wood instead. I found this little village from Dollar General for $8. I thought that was such a steal. And then look at the back. You can fit tea lights in these houses. More than often, they make the holes too small on these ceramic houses. So I like the fact that I can use tea lights in this. That said, if you've been following me, you know I like to use my little round lights. They call them balloon lights on Amazon because I assume you can put them in balloons, although I've never actually tried that. But in my opinion, they're just as bright as the battery operated tea lights, only they're cheaper and smaller, so you can fit them almost anywhere. And then I'm going to use this copper teapot, which I picked up last summer from an antique store. I love to use touches of copper around my kitchen when the weather gets cool because there's just something about the look of copper that warms my soul. If this is your first time you've ever clicked on my channel, I would just like to extend a warm welcome to you. I'm honored that you clicked on my video. My channel is all about home decor and homemaking, so if that sounds like content that you enjoy watching, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos in 2024. I have so many exciting videos to share with you. I hope you don't mind if I tell you just a little bit about myself. I'm a homeschooling mom. I live in the woods of Wisconsin with my husband, my 2 kids, several outdoor cats, and then as you saw at the beginning of this video, we have 1 indoor cat. She was originally an outdoor cat, but we brought her in on a trial basis just to see how she does. Besides decorating, I do like to make cookies and work in my kitchen as well, and I have quite a few recipes in my shorts section if you're interested in taking a look at those. Right here, I'm putting in the balloon lights, and I'm going to show you a close-up on the left side of the screen so you get a better idea of what they look like if you haven't seen these yet. And in just a moment, we'll switch over to the other side of my kitchen, and then we'll do the area above my pantry and refrigerator, and then I have a little vignette for my table/island as well. But first, I want to share with you one of my favorite purchases as of late, and that is this little knife block that fits inside of a drawer. Because my drawers are pretty shallow, I was kind of concerned it wouldn't fit, but it was no problem, and I like the fact that it clears a little bit of my counter space. The scent of this candle is called Falling Snow, but it kind of gave me a giggle because I would describe it as a light scent of bubblegum. I sometimes wonder who comes up with these ideas. Definitely not someone who lives in Wisconsin or around snow. So as you might remember, while I was filming, the lights went out, and here's where I was at the time. Honey, we lost power. Honey? Okay, that was fun. I was really relieved that the lights just blinked and came right back on, because sometimes when we have a heavy snow like this, we lose power. It happens pretty often. I'm guessing snow builds up on the power lines, but I had to laugh. I don't know if you caught it, but my Missy kitty was immediately crying like, "Mommy, what happened?" This bowl set with the spatula and the wire whisk are from TJ Maxx. They are new, but I don't know why there's like this yellow stain on the rim of the bowl. I'm guessing it got baked in when the ceramic bowl was being made. I recently made a video showing how to download prints from Etsy, so if you're interested in that video, I will link it for you. It's super simple to do, and if you don't have a printer or you're like me and you think printer ink is ridiculously priced, you can always have them sent over to Walgreens to have them printed there, and I show you how to do that also. There's greenery on the other side of this house, but I decided I wanted a clean look. And I don't know if you can tell, but that little white house does light up. I believe it's from Menards, but I cannot remember for certain. I've had it a couple of years. This copper tray was from the at-home store, and I just think it makes a beautiful, warm backdrop. If it's bugging you that it's off-center, don't worry, I do go back and straighten it. This giant snowflake was also a recent find from that pharmacy that I told you that I discovered in my town that I had no idea carried home decor. And I snagged that for half off also because of their after Christmas sale, which I believe brought it down to $14, which I didn't think was too bad considering the size of it. After I finish this, I'm going to do just a simple table vignette. It's also kind of my island, so it doubles as our table where we normally eat at for our regular meals, but I do my food prep on this also. I like to use a simple cutting board because it can easily be removed if we need more table space. So I'm just using this simple pitcher and a candle from Ross. I really like the shape of this candle. But of course, we have to have function also, so I'm also going to add this salt and pepper shaker. So I dug in my pantry, and this was the best I could do at finding something to fill this canister with. I know that the Valentine's Day doesn't really go with the snowman, so I apologize for that. I forgot the donuts, that's on me. If I had time to make cookies for this video, I would totally do that, but I don't have time. So again, my apologies that those things clash. I'm just doing a really quick overview of how everything turned out. If you're enjoying this video, would you please give it a like? That really helps my channel get pushed out by the algorithm, so thank you for doing that. And in 20 seconds, I will do the conclusion of this video. That is all I have for you today. Oh, please like this video. That really helps. Small channels like mine get pushed out to more people. So thank you for doing that. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you're interested in all things home decor and homemaking, I hope you will hit the subscribe button. And also, don't forget the name change. It's going to be Heart Towards Home. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, stay thankful.